Jake. Welcome back to Storytime with YDRC. Today I'm reading Klawde, Evil Alien Warlord Cat. Last time we left off on chapter 15, so that's where we're going to be starting off today. Now before we get started, don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss part 5. All right, let's get started. Chapter 15, Monday evening. So, did you have fun at nature camp? My mom asked when she got home. It's survival camp, I said. Did you even read about this place before you signed me up? Of course I did. Your new school recommended it. Well, it was not fun. We played at hide or get eaten. That sounds very amusing, he said. It was terrifying. And it was. We got split into 2 groups, predators and prey. Cedar told me it was just nature tag, but Scorpion and his pals took the kill or get killed concept way too seriously. Their idea of tag was to shove the younger kids into the mud and try to step on us. I see you did some arts and crafts too. Mom held up my name badge, which was a cross-section of a tree on a necklace of twine. R-A-T. Why does it say rat? It's my forest name, Mom, and it's written in blood. My blood. You have such an imagination, Raj. It was actually just beet juice, but it might as well have been blood. You really need to work on your handwriting, however, she said. Before she could assign me penmanship drills, I went to find Klawde. Instead, I found Dad, wandering around in the kitchen, looking confused. Have you seen my flashlight? He asked. Or the microwave? Sorry. He poked his head into one of the moving boxes. I swear it was here. I shrugged and kept looking for Klawde. Then I heard clanking noises in the basement, so I went downstairs. It sounded like they were coming from the litter box? Klawde? I said. The clanking stopped. 2 seconds later, Klawde stepped out of the covered box. For the first time, he had that guilty dog look. Oh, there, boy. I said, you don't have to be embarrassed about using the litter box. Here, I'll clean it for you. When I went to open the lid, Klawde hissed and swatted at me. Ouch, okay, I said. Your space. I get it. I don't like it when my parents come into my room either. Upstairs, I heard Dad at the front door. What's in my shoes? He yelled. Is this... Oh, ew! Gross! Klawde! Now, if you guys don't remember, Klawde threw up in the dad's shoe. Chapter 16. The return of the boy human interrupted my work, and I was forced to bury what I had done under the sand and make myself look innocent. For the rest of the day, I observed the humans more closely, trying to understand their ways. One oddity was how they ate. Why did they use metal tools and weapons to bring their food up to their mouths, rather than just bringing their mouths down to the plate? Could they be so stupid that they never thought of it? It dawned on me that perhaps such behavior, as well as the lack of technology in the fortress, was not the state of all humankind, but of these particular humans. I had discovered several other disappointing facts about them. They were not warlords, or warriors, or soldiers of any kind. The weapon packs they carried out of the fortress were not, in fact, weapons packs. They were filled with snacks. Their fortress was not a fortress. It was a mere dwelling, a home, or 4. They were not all its. The one with long fur on the head was a female. The other 2 were males. I don't know why it was so hard to tell them apart when it is so easy with cats. The last fact wasn't actually disappointing, but a point of zoological interest. The first three, however, had me thinking that maybe my humans were not the best examples of their species. Perhaps other stronger humans had better technology, like an intergalactic teleporter. To find out, I needed to escape. Chapter 17, Tuesday morning. I was barely awake yet, but Mom handed me a granola bar, shoved me into the Prius, and 10 minutes later, she was dumping me off at the welcome cabin again. "Survive!" she called as she pulled away. I left my phone in the forbidden basket and followed the sound of hissing to the speaking stump. I don't know who I was less excited to see, Scorpion and his bully pals or our counselor, who was just beginning his morning talk. "Today we learned the language of the forest," Turkey Vulture declared. "Wild animals are one with nature, and they leave both tracks and signs for us to follow. Can someone tell me the difference?" Cedar's hand shot up. "Tracks are footprints, and signs are everything else," she said, "like claw marks on a tree or a big pile of bear scat." "Excellent," Turkey Vulture said, "and we must pay attention to both. Now, comrades, follow me." We marched off into the woods, and pretty soon I was so turned around I had no idea where we were. If you get lost in a forest, you might walk around in endless circles and never get out. But if you find one of these, you're saved. Turkey Vulture pointed to a narrow dirt track worn into the ground. A deer path always goes somewhere, because deer, unlike humans, never go in circles, and they never get lost. He led us even deeper into the forest, and then told us each to find a deer trail and use it to get back to the stump. Everyone found one right away. Except me. I was lost and alone within minutes. After wandering around for what seemed like forever, feeling stupid and scared, I finally stumbled back to the group. Turkey Vulture was on the speaking stump in the middle of a lecture about bird language. Everybody had their deer ears on. "See, I told you Rat would eventually find his way," Turkey Vulture said cheerfully. "Welcome back," Cedar whispered. Turkey Vulture began to whistle in high, short bursts, and then he made some cute peeping noises. "You have just heard the sound of a ground creeper and a common yellowthroat," he told us. "Most people think that bird song is just pretty music, but it is, in fact, the sound of greetings, courtship, and warnings. Birds are forest messengers, and even their silence tells us something. Can anyone tell me why you don't hear this much birdsong in your little yards at home?" Turkey Vulture asked. "Not enough trees?" one kid asked. "Too many cars?" another guessed. "Lawnmowers," Steve said. Turkey Vulture nodded thoughtfully. These are not stupid theories," he said, "but there is one culprit, one vicious predator that is most to blame." His sharp eyes swept over us, but no one dared to guess. "Cats!" Turkey Vulture exclaimed. "Wherever they roam, they hunt and murder songbirds. In fact, the domesticated house cat is the only living creature more destructive than human beings." Turkey Vulture's voice grew cold. If human beings truly cared about nature, they would stop letting these savage, evil beasts out of their homes. Klawde? Evil? Now that was ridiculous. If only cats would become an endangered species, Turkey Vulture cried happily. Because on that day, my friends, the songs of the birds would be joyful indeed. Then he hopped off the speaking stump and danced around, making a lot of chirping, trilling noises. I turned to Steve. Our counselor is crazy, I said. It made me want to run home and see my kitty cat right now. If only I knew the way. I watched the humans disappear in their tank, which was just a motorized go-kart with no rocket-launching weaponry whatsoever. Leaping down from the window, I went to the front portal. Through a careful study, I discovered that it worked on a simple lever. All I had to do was reach up and pull it down, and ha! I was free. Recent surveillance of this zone has revealed the existence of more Earth cats, and I hoped one of them would know which of the local humans had the best technology. Across the road, I'd spotted a flabby, gray-striped tabby, who never left one particular window. He appeared stuck to it. I had low hopes for that one. In the fortress behind mine, however, lived an orange cat who came and went from her house at will, through a push entrance specifically designed for felines. Here, at last, was some evidence of technological advancement. I hurried toward the swinging cat-sized door. I pushed against it, as I had seen the orange cat do. But nothing happened. I pushed harder with my head. Still nothing. Did it work off of a retinal scan? DNA imaging? This was sophisticated technology indeed. I waited in a nearby bush until the orange cat came out for her morning exercises. Greetings, feline sister, I said, exiting the bush. Meow, she said. She blinked dumbly at me. Meow? Oh no, not this again. Chapter 19, Tuesday afternoon. We had been told not to pack lunches because food would be provided. This turned out to be very misleading. When you know how to forage, this forest will feed you, Turkey Vulture declared. He showed us how to search out berries, wild garlic, chicory, and cattails. The plants weren't that hard to find, but they mostly tasted like grass and clippings. Steve did not listen to the part about how to pick and prepare stinging nettles, a lesson he learned painfully, while Cedar called me over to see what she had found under a fallen log. It looked like rice, which I had no idea grew under logs. Then the rice started to move. Excellent find, Turkey Vulture cried happily. Grubs, beetles, and insect larvae are a vital part of the wilderness diet. He then popped a handful of wriggling white things into its mouth. Remember that it's not about taste. It's about survival. If this was survival, I'd rather die of starvation. When we got back to the speaking stump, Turkey Vulture said it was time to choose our paths. Our what? I asked Cedar. Our nature teams, she said. Why do we need teams? For survival night, she said. Without a pack, you wouldn't last 5 minutes. You mean in the game, right? I said. Right? Cedar just smiled at me as she nibbled on a cattail tuber. I was afraid no one would want to pick me, but when Turkey Vulture asked Cedar to choose her pack, she pointed at me and Steve. Interesting choices, Turkey Vulture said skeptically. Then Turkey Vulture asked Scorpion, who was in his pack. Snake and Nude, Scorpion said, pointing to the two kids next to him. Snake was tall and skinny, and Newt was short and freckled, with long, stringy braids. Neither of them looked friendly. A bunch of cold bloods, eh? Turkey Vulture said. Scorpion nodded. We were here on this planet first, and we'll be here last. They high-fived. Turkey Vulture smiled. I like your spirit, as well as your forest names. But are scorpions indigenous to our area? No, they're from the desert, I called out. Elba's more of a temperate rainforest, so scorpions are actually out of place here. I was so excited I finally knew something. Thank you, 5th grade ecology unit. Rat, you may not be as ignorant as I assumed, Turkey Vulture said. I think the rat pack's chances just improved. Now Cedar and Steve high-fived me, and I was feeling pretty good until I saw the death ray eyes of Scorpion. That Scorpion was sending my way. Great. I hadn't made a real friend here yet, but I managed to make an enemy. All right, we're going to end off right here at chapter 20 for today. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Now, before we end, don't forget to like and subscribe. See you guys later.